We were discussing it just a little earlier, that issue surrounding the Yekske River and other low-lying areas. The Yekske itself, there behind you, very susceptible to flooding when it comes to constant, persistent rain like this.
Yes, Michelle, it is one of the areas that normally gives a lot of people problems here in Alex. So at the moment, though, it's been a little bit quiet, so there's not much that has happened, but the river does look like it's got a lot of water. So I'm here with Mr. Mlauzi, who's just going to tell us about the sort of precautions that the people that are in low-lying areas can perhaps look into. Mr. Mlauzi, please tell us, what can the people that are in places like Alex and low-lying areas, what can they do to make sure that they're safe during this consistent rain?
Yeah, we're urging all our residents who are mostly in our informal settlements. Most of those will be in areas like this one. Because we've got about 189 informal settlements throughout the city. Most of them are the most low-lying areas, like the area which we are now in Stretla. We urge them to monitor the water levels, and move to the higher ground when it's safe to do so. The good part about most of our critical areas like this one is that just up the road here where we are, we've got an automatic rainfall system which we have installed, which assists us over and above the information we get from the South African Weather Services, assists us to disseminate information to all our residents in the area for evacuation purposes. And of course, we're urging all our parents, adults in the area, areas like this one, along Jackskay, areas like Soweto, along Klep Valley, river stream, to monitor young kids, to stay away from river streams, so that we can be able to prevent drowning incidents which might occur while we're having these persistent rainfalls.
Yeah, I understand you're keeping a close eye. And I also understand that yesterday we had an incident of 3 people who passed away.
Yes, during our New Year's Eve celebration, we had 3 very unfortunate incidents where 3 people lost their lives. One person lost his life at our New Year's Eve concert at the Mary Fitzgerald Square, and another one lost his life in Hillbrow when he fell from the 6th floor in one of the buildings there. He was confirmed dead on scene after our resuscitation efforts were unsuccessful. And also we had one of the hotel owners in Hillbrow who was shot and killed in the area, so he was also confirmed dead on scene. So we had about 3 people who lost their lives in these 3 unfortunate incidents. And we also attended to a number of assault incidents throughout the city of Johannesburg, and also a motor vehicle accident, of which we're happy that we didn't have any fatalities in those incidents. And most importantly, we need to commend all our residents about the safe use of fireworks, because we didn't receive any major incident which was related to unsafe use of fireworks throughout the city of Johannesburg. Maybe it's because of our operations which we have conducted throughout the city, because you know that we have had a number of crackdowns in most of our wholesalers, dealers, and resellers. So we're happy that we managed to get a good result out of that, and we want to commend our residents for their behavior during the New Year celebrations.
Just to go back to the New Year's celebration, Mr. Mlauzi, were you happy with the City of Joburg's annual events in terms of safety?
Yes, I think all the safety precautions were taken around the event. I mean, that event is being hosted each and every year, but it's unfortunate that we lost a life. One life lost is too many. I mean, this instance is 3 if we count all the people who lost their lives last night when we were celebrating our New Year. So, of course, the incident is still under investigation. We're urging all our residents who might have, all the relevant information to contact our police in Johannesburg, so that they can be able to investigate the matter further.
Any other people who reported things that were stolen from them? Because I myself was one of the people that got mugged last night while I was doing my work.
Yeah, so I think those complaints can be forwarded to our JMPD office to be able to conduct investigations further if there were any other, incidences which were reported. But generally, we are the conduct about our residents during the event. I think it was generally safe, and also on the other event, the Afropunk event which we had in the inner city, it also went well. So we're happy about the general behavior. Yes.
Just a quick one, sir. I just want to know, what are you doing to make sure that the people that are responding to calls, your paramedics, that are safe during the season? Because just earlier on, we just witnessed a man who was attacking one of your staff members not even 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that in most of the time, our paramedics, our firefighters, when they're responding to incidents, they get attacked. It's also unfortunate that a few hours ago, one of our fire safety officers was actually hijacked in Soweto, and the vehicle was recovered. But unfortunately, the vehicle was damaged, and the good part is that he survived the incident unharmed. So from our side, as the City of Johannesburg Emergency Management Services, we are on our knees, urging all our residents to protect us while we're protecting them, because we have raised up our hands to say we want to look after them when there's an emergency. So the least they can do is to make sure that they look after us. I mean, these kind of incidences, they not only create fear and panic amongst us as emergency services personnel, but it also hampers our response times, because every time when we have to respond to emergencies, we have to via our JMPD colleagues to protect us, or our South African police to protect us, and that hampers our response time, because in most of the cases we'll get there late, and we might find that person who we were responding to might actually lose his or her life.
Yeah, very important indeed. As you can hear, Michelle, Mr. Malazi just speaking about the importance of safety, and that the people must make sure that they check that they monitor the water levels, and of course that they take care of the staff members that are attending to help them.
All right, well, thanks very much for that. Our reporter, Mobile Madlala, out in Alexandra.